Okay, talk to you about the magazine ban. Um, there's a part of the thing that says civilians shouldn't be able to have magazines that hold over 10 rounds. Um, and I want to kind of put this into perspective. So let's say I'm at home and I hear somebody banging on my door, screaming, "I'm gonna kill you," for whatever reason. Maybe he has a legitimate reason for trying to kill me. Maybe he thinks, my address is the house he's looking for. Who cares? I can't have more than 10 rounds in my gun. Okay? Meaning, let's say if I have 3 magazines, I'm going to have 30 rounds. Maybe 31 if I carry a chambered round with my fully loaded magazine. Um, that's me. I live here. That means I'm on my own until the police arrive. Now, let's say the average or the response time for the police officer responding to my call is 1 minute, which is extremely fast. So I have that 30 rounds, or 30, let's just say 30 rounds, with 3 magazines by myself. Why is it that the officer responding, if he has the same exact weapon as I do, but he's allowed to have standard capacity magazines, he's got 39 rounds in his 3 magazines? Why does he need those extra 9 rounds? Now let's say he's driving with a partner, same weapon, same 3 magazines. Now they've got 79 rounds to my 30. Why is it that somebody coming to aid me, and it makes a little sense, why is it somebody coming to aid me needs more ammunition than I do? Now the reason I say it makes sense a little bit is because if you're calling for backup, you want some extra power, okay? But why can't I have that extra power to begin with? Um, this is the magazine that I'm using, by the way, an example. This is a magazine for Glock 21 45 ACP. Standard capacity is 13 rounds. Okay. Um, if I only have a 10-round magazine, that means I am 3 rounds short of standard capacity. Standard. But the officer could have full 13-round magazines. Why is those extra 3 rounds so important to them, but not for me? The thing I don't understand, and I'm gonna get into something here in a minute, is why is it that somebody who doesn't live in my neighborhood need more ammunition to voluntarily, basically, come and go to situations in my neighborhood, but I need less ammunition to deal with that very same thing, and I can't leave. I live here. I have no choice. I'm not going to flee my own home. Now, this is another part of it that bothers me. While I was in the military, in the military police, I carried a Beretta. Okay, these 15-round magazines I carried. I carried 3 of them. Why is it that for that approximate 10 years I was in the military, I was okay with the government was okay with me carrying 15 round magazines in my sidearm, a M4 carbine carrying a 30 round magazine locked in it that can fire 3 round bursts. It was okay for me to carry the M249 saw with a 200 round belt of ammunition in it that was fully automatic. It's okay for me to carry M240 with 200 rounds in it because it's fully automatic. It was okay for me to carry or have in my control an M2 50 caliber machine gun with approximately 100 some rounds on it. It was okay for me to be in possession and control of a Mark 19 40 millimeter fully automatic grenade launcher with, I don't know, I think that's 20 or 30 rounds in the belt on them things. Um, You know, it was okay for me to have AT-4 rocket launchers, hand grenades, landmines. You know, that was all perfectly fine. But because all you did was release me from my obligation to not say no to you and change my clothes, I'm no longer trustworthy with even just the sidearm. Why is that? Why is it that a police officer, who most of them fire their weapons only for qualification, is more trustworthy than a person who shoots a lot? Why? I mean, why does it matter what your job is that you are so much more trustworthy than somebody else who voluntarily does this stuff? That's a question you need to ask yourself. I mean, to make it very simple, the gun control issue is about freedom of choice. If you want to complicate it a little bit more, it's an issue of trust. They don't trust you. Now, I'm of that viewpoint to where if you don't trust me, why should I trust you? You know? So, that's why I have a lot of problem with it, because you don't trust me with my own defense, but you trusted me with your defense. It's just a little funky to me.